What's up, everybody? I'm Ryan, DCI Kudo Martial Arts. This week we're going to be using the Bokken quite a lot. If you have one at home, fantastic. Make sure you have it with you when you're practicing in class this week and during these supplemental videos in between classes. If you don't have one, find something in your house that's about 3.5 feet long that you can work with, that's light, that's not going to be too much of a problem to wave around above your head, that sort of thing. Alright, so what I'm going to go over today in this video are some of the exercises that we're going to cover in class so you guys can get a more in-depth look, so you can practice them on the side and come better prepared to really get a good workout in class. So if you've never worked with the Bokken before, really important, just some quick reminders. When you're holding it, your right hand's always going to be on top, and the bottom, I would say, fourth of the weapon. Your left hand's going to be on the bottom with your pinky just about half off the bottom part of the handle. Okay, always right hand on top, always left hand. If you're left-handed, I apologize. You got to learn it this way. I'm sorry. All right. So this is the grip for your Bokken or whatever implement that you have at home. Two strikes I'm going to go over real quick, especially for anybody who's never used a weapon before, are overhead strikes. This is a quick suburi exercise that you guys can do. Feet greater than shoulder width, hands in front. You're going to raise the weapon up over your head. You're going to not lock your legs, but you're going to straighten out. When you bring the weapon back over, you're going to move your hips down in conjunction with that because the hips are driving the weapon down. And you're going to bring it right about here to your center. And as you bring it down, it's like you're wringing out a towel. And that's going to stop the blade to make the cut. And again, we're going to treat these as a blade, so it's a cutting weapon, not a blunt hammer. So down. Exhale on the way down. All right? That's horse stance, Yokomen Cut's pretty basic exercise, a good one for warm-ups and practicing what we call suburi, or striking exercises with the swords, the weapons. Next one's a Yokomen Cut, left foot forward, right foot back in this case, right? Whatever foot's forward, you're going to put the opposite hand to your cheek or your face. So left foot forward, right hand to the face. Literally just let your arms bend, bring that right hand up to your cheek. Switch feet. As you bring your foot back, you're just going to let the point come around your head and reset. So now, right foot forward, so my left hand is going to come up and touch my cheek. Same thing, as you switch feet, you're going to let the end come around and reset. Just do that as many times as you have to until you can do it without thinking. But just for now, simple exercise. And again, this is for people who've never used the sword before. If you know how to do Shomen and Yokomen strikes, ignore this first part, practice at your level. Alright guys, so what we're going to be working on this week is a Tenkan with the Bokken, learning how to perfect our Shihonage throw. Okay, so this is what we're going to work on in class, or what we did work on in class on Monday, and what I want you guys to rep out on Tuesday and throughout the rest of the week. So, you guys all know how to do a Tenkan, right? But with the weapon, it adds a lot more structure to your movement, which is why I love working with weapons. It really shows how poor or great your technique actually is. So I really encourage you to start working with these a lot more, or work with them if you're not working with them at all. So, you're going to assume the stance, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, grab the Bokken properly, right, left. When you guys prepare to do your Tenkan, we're going to do it like we're doing a Shihonage throw. So, as you've seen in class, you're going to bring everything back just like this. You're going to bring that forward elbow, you're going to point it. Then you're going to take your hands and you're going to extend, just like that. You're going to keep this extension. You don't want the blade hanging here. Make sure it's on your shoulder. Turn. Keep this part on your shoulder as you turn. Come down to one leg and let the Bokken or whatever you have fall. Right? Same foot forward again. Bring it back. Elbow up. Out. Make sure the end's on your shoulder. You want this on your shoulders the whole time. You want to feel it transition. You should get a real good shot from this angle. And down. Whatever leg's forward is the leg that's going to stay up when you go to the ground. So you can imagine your opponents here, you're doing a mote or to the front. Your You're extending them, right? You're entering, turning, bringing them down to the ground. You switch feet, back, elbow, extend, tenkan, and down. Right? What you're going to do, or your goals when you're working on this, is your posture. Try not to wobble, stability, and your ability to do this without having to think too much. We're adding this because we want good structure. When we're practicing empty hands, it's really easy to make a lot of mistakes because you don't have something here keeping you honest, right? And we can still practice this empty hands, absolutely. And I encourage you to try it after you've done a lot of reps with the Bokken. But you do this from a same side grab. When you're practicing empty hands, we have a tendency to get sloppy, maybe relax an arm, or not extend as far. But with the Bokken, there's different connection points that we have to maintain in order to do it well. But what that's going to do is build your muscle memory so that whenever you're not holding the weapon, you're going to do it as if you were. And that makes your technique really strong and as close to perfect as you're going to get. So when you're doing empty hands, you're practicing as if you had that Bokken in your hand. And now your structure of your body is a lot stronger. It's more connected, right? It flows much better. And that all comes from practicing with your Bokken, which is why, if you don't have one, you can either order one online. If you want to borrow one from us, be happy to lend it out. We'll be here from 9 to 3 Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Just let us know. We'll mark you down, but we only have so many to hand out before we'll run out. So if you guys want to borrow one, just give me an email and we'll hook you up. But that's what I want you guys to work on. Work on your Shomen strikes. Work on your Yokomen strikes. And work on this footwork exercise with the tenkan and the kneel that's practicing the emote of Shihonage. So it's back, elbow, extend, turn, down. Switch feet, back, elbow, extend, tenkan, down. Right. And when you come back and you're working with the person, if you can implement that same movement, you're going to see just how much more effective your technique's going to be because you've been repping it with a lot of support, a lot of structure. Alright guys, this is your homework for at least the beginning of this week. We'll send another video maybe on Wednesday for something different or follow up on Thursday. Hope you guys have a great one. We'll see you on Wednesday.